Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Well, today is officially my 300th video. And what am I doing this time? My top 10 favorite songs from movie musicals. Yeah. Musicals tend to be one of my few favorite film genres, apart from horror. So, you'll be interested to see what my favorite ones are. Now keep this in mind, I'm only including the 10 movies on this list that I've seen. And give me a thumbs up if you've seen it too. And of course, the usual, this list is just my opinion. If there's a musical you want me to see, let me know down in the comments and tell me why. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. And these are my top 10 favorite songs from movie musicals. Number 10. Show yourself, let me see who you are. Yeah, I'm one of those people that I consider the sequel to be better than the original. And angry comments later. So yeah, while I wasn't a big fan on the plot, Elsa's story is what got me interested. And throughout the number of songs in the movie, ones that go from forgettable to meh, there are two in there that I love. And, not surprisingly, both of them are Elsa songs. I was originally going to put Into the Unknown as the number 10 spot, but Show Yourself is I consider the best of the two. The way the scene shows Elsa riding on that water horse, to her walking through this place of ice, hearing the voices that have been calling her throughout the whole movie, to as it shows her past and her connection to her mother, and as the music swells up, she creates a new costume. As she sings about learning something new. You are the one I've been waiting for. Show yourself. And yeah, Idina Menzel sings the hell out of this song. And as it concludes with a beautiful backing as Frost drops to the ground. So overall, Frozen 2 may be somewhat to people and inferior to the original. I'm one of those people that like it, the comparing to the original. So overall, I like Show Yourself. It's a great song. Top notch and my favorite song in the movie. Number 9. Pretty Women. Fascinating. And yes, I had to include one horror film on this list, and yeah, it turns out to be a musical. Yeah, Sweeney Todd is one of those underrated Tim Burton movies. I mean, the director's done it all. Alice in Wonderland, the Batman movies, Beetlejuice, but I like Sweeney Todd. It's actually one of my few favorite Tim Burton movies. And this one's no exception, based off the musical of the same name, and kind of a remake of the 30s version. It's honestly a pretty good story of Sweeney Todd, real name Benjamin Barker, getting revenge on the judge who took everything from him, stole his wife, and took his daughter in took Sweeney's daughter in as his own. And yeah, He sings, and there are a ton of songs in this movie that are good, but Pretty Women is iconic. As it's Judge Turpin, played by the late Alan Rickman, rest in peace, comes into the barbershop looking for a shave as he tends to marry Sweeney Todd's daughter. And they sing this song together. And while not the greatest singers, again, the actors do great with what they're given. The song itself is pretty memorable as they talk about the women in their lives. Judge Turpin and Joanna, of course, Sweeney Todd and his wife Lucy. And as Sweeney sings the first part of the song, and then Judge Turpin enters it in, it begins to swell up as they eventually sing it together. And props to Johnny Depp and Alan Rickman for doing this together, because this would not be easy to do multiple takes. And then, as Sweeney Todd goes in for the kill, pretty women, sir, pretty women, yes, pretty women, pretty women. What a note to end on. So yeah, I love Sweeney Todd, and Pretty Women is my favorite song in the movie, hands down. Who knew barbers could be deadly? Number 8. The scars are part of me. Not me. My voice without the lies, this is what it sounds like. Now, for those who've forgotten or kinda got, I've been sick for the past week, and as I was recovering, this movie popped up, and it gave me the strength to fight my cold. And yeah, this song is honestly my favorite song in the entire movie. There are some contenders, Soda Pop, How It's Done, 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 and of course Golden. But what it sounds like it just kicks, it just slaps. It's pretty much the demon has taken over, possessed everybody, including Mira and Zoe. Rumi comes in, completely fully, mostly demon than hunter, as the villain tells her that there's nothing she could do, and that their protection spell is gone. And then Rumi says, then we make a new one. And then it gets into the song. She sings it slowly, calmly. And this breaks Mira and Zoe out of the spell as they join her. And honestly, I love this moment. This has to be my favorite moment in the movie. As they hug it out, sing on together, as they fight off constant demons. Off. But then Junun comes in and takes the killing blow for Rumi. And it's honestly really heartbreaking. This is honestly his only redeeming moment, and he's gone. But this gives Rumi the strength to fight back alongside Mira and Zoe. My voice without the lies, this is what it sounds like. And honestly, the song's so damn catchy, as they pretty much combine their powers to exorcise the demon and pretty much bring peace back. And honestly, it ends on a beautiful note as the friends reconcile. It's a beautiful song. Yes, like I said, there are multiple contenders, but what it sounds like is the best song in the movie. Hands down. And yes, this originally placed my original number 8 spot from the Muppets Christmas Carol, It Feels Like Christmas. But after watching this movie, it would be criminal to not put a song from K-pop Demon Hunters on this list. Sorry to the Muppet fans. Number 7. Who I am, though I tried, When will my reflection show who I am inside? When will my reflection show who I am inside? Yeah, Mulan is pretty much one of my favorite Disney movies. And it itself is a musical. There are many iconic songs in there. Go from Bring Honors to Us All, of course, Men Like You and Girl Worth Fighting For, but Reflection has got to be my favorite song. As Mulan comes home broken, pretty much thinking she's brought dishonor on her family. And the looks of sadness on both of her parents' face pretty much says it all. As she sings this slow ballad song, realizing if she stays true to herself, it would break her family's heart. As she pretty much strips away the makeup that failed to help her bring honor. And honestly, you can't deny it would shed a tear as the song comes to a close. I mean, it did for me. It's a heartbreaking moment. And honestly, it doesn't get better from here until the ending. So yeah, there are many contender best songs in this movie, but Reflection is my personal favorite. It makes you feel bad for the main character. It's a beautiful ballad, and while it's short, it does its job brilliantly. Number 6. That's how you know you love her. That's how you know she's yours. I mean, let's go from a really sad song to a really uplifting song. And yeah, Enchanted was one of my favorites as a child, and this song's no exception. I mean, yeah, True Love's Kiss is in there, but That's How You Know is just great. And Amy Adams does a fantastic job singing this song. And she pretty much gets the people in New York to sing along with her. As Giselle tries to tell Robert how he should express his love for Nancy, his girlfriend. And honestly, it does a fantastic job showing different forms of love, happily ever after, dancing, singing. Honestly, it does everything. And honestly, Patrick Dempsey's performance as Robert here is solid, as he pretty much doesn't know how to react. I don't dance, and I also don't sing. But he gets into it because, Giselle. And then it gets to the final build-out as the people of New York dance alongside her. And honestly, you could definitely feel from Giselle that she's having a fun time. And it works. It honestly works. And yes, it does tie into the third act later of the Royal Ball later. So overall, That's How You Know is my favorite song in the movie. And Amy Adams and Patrick Dempsey nailed it. Perfect. Number 5. This is... I say I don't want you. I'm stronger than I've been before. This is the part where I break free. About that last part. So yeah, a remix version of the original song makes the list, but, and I hate to say this as a hot take, I prefer the remix version than the original. Sorry, Ariana Grande, but hey, at least you take part in a much better song later on this list. Wink, wink. So yeah, out of the songs in the same franchise, this is actually one of my top 3 personal favorites. And yes, there are contenders to choose from here. I originally wanted to do Johnny's song in this movie, or Portia's earlier on in the film. But Break Free not only finishes up the musical aspect of the story, but it ends on a fantastic. Actually, no, it doesn't. It's the last second song in the movie, and it pretty much wraps up a really good story of Rosita's fear of heights, as Mr. Crystal throws Buster Moon overboard in hoping to kill him. Rosita sees him and pretty much gets over her fear of heights to save him. That's real bravery right there, Rosita. And then, I mean, the start of the song, she seems confident, but as she gets over to the edge, yeah, her phobia kicked in, and she can't seem to, even in front of millions of people, including her family. But when someone else's life is in danger, she's like, screw my fear of heights, I'm gonna go save that poor koala. And she does. As the song kickbacks in, with Gunther singing his part, the day is saved, Mr. Crystal's arrested for attempted murder, and Rosita and Gunther sing it as they fly around the stage, and it ends on a fantastic note. Oh, baby! And of course, it ends on a great note. Beep, beep, boop, boop. I mean, well done, Rosita, for getting over your fear of heights. Fantastic, you're a real hero. So overall, I like Break Free. While of course, the original version is good, the remix version, Sing 2, is just better. And again, sorry for that singing butchering. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie, but I remember that song very vividly. Number 4. If only, yeah, if only, yeah, if only, if only. Yeah, if you've watched my Descendants video from last year, you know that this one was my number 1 pick, and it's not hard to see why. There's a lot of contenders for this song. Did I mention the opening song, Rotten to the Core, and of course, the ending song. But If Only is my personal favorite because of Mal's struggle deciding whether she should stay evil like her mother, or turn to the good side. And honestly, Dove Cameron's performance is perfect here. She pretty much conveys exactly what needs to be conveyed as she sings this really good song, battling her demons, as Ben swims in the enchanted lake. As she pretty much thinks back to the events of the movie, thinking how if she's going to disappoint her mother, her friendships with Carlos, Jay, and Evie, and of course her growing romance with Ben. Honestly, as the music swells, am I crazy? Maybe we could happen. Will you still be with me when the magic's all run out? Honestly, it conveys Mel's character and why she's my favorite of the quartet. So yeah, If Only is a fantastic song. And being this high, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Best song in the movie, and one of the few favorites in the series. Number 3. Up above, out of the sea, wish I could be part of that world. Yeah, you just saw that. Not my saying. Sorry, I was trying to balance both versions. But both versions of Part of Your World are at the number 3 spot. I couldn't decide between the two. If I put the remake in, it would annoy the fans of the original. If I left the remake out, it would hurt me, because I love both versions of the song. While the original is pretty damn iconic, Jodie Benson does fantastically. In fact, as when I heard behind the scenes, she even tried reenacting it physically as she was practicing the song. Props to her, that was great. But the remake is a more slow ballad from Halle Bailey's fantastic performance. And honestly, her singing is one of the highlights of the remake. I mean, this is what the Disney remake should be doing. Hiring people that can actually sing. Thank you. And honestly, this is no exception here. While the original's more upbeat with a bit of slow ballad, the remake is all slow ballad. And yes, it's pretty much word for word, but honestly, from both details, it's just fantastic. As Ariel conveys her disappointment, her confusion of why humans are so bad, as she looks over her collection of human things she's gathered throughout her life. From the way it's done, from the way it's active, from the way it's sung, Part of Your World is fantastic. And yes, there are a lot of contenders. Poor Unfortunate Souls. To be fair, the original is done better. And Under the Sea is a pretty popular contender, or the new song sung by Ariel in the remake. But Part of Your World from both versions is just fantastic. And both Jodie Benson and Halle Bailey do a fantastic job conveying Ariel's struggle. And honestly, both versions are just perfect as each other. I can't choose. And let me know down in the comments below which one is your favorite. And do not be afraid to say so. I'm not here to judge. Number 2. I won't be silent, and you can be quiet. I'm trying, I don't know, I'm just being speechless. If you've watched my Disney live action remake videos, I put Aladdin at number 10 because it's a good remake. Not as good as the original, but good enough. And yeah, out of all the songs in this movie, Prince Ali, Arabian Nights, Speechless being the new song in this movie, is perfect. And while weirdly cast, Naomi Scott does a fantastic job. And given that she was cast as a singer in Smile 2 5 years later, this being the start of it is just the cherry on top of fantastic. Honestly, as Jasmine's taken away by the guards as Jafar is now Sultan, Jasmine sings this song to convey her struggles and how she's not going to be silenced at all. While it's kind of weird how they start suddenly disappearing, it's more of a a kind of new interpretation fight. But it's a beautifully done song, it's good. It's nicely choreographed, and Naomi Scott, again, one of the highlights of this remake, does a fantastic job. I don't care what anyone else says. Naomi Scott as Jasmine is not just perfect casting, but singing casting. And Speechless is no exception. I personally think Speechless is my second favorite song in a musical ever. But there is one that tops it. And it might not surprise some people, but given its recency and, of course, being one of the few that was nominated for Best Picture, it's not surprising. So, I, are you excited to know what it is? Well, let's find out, shall we? And what I consider my number one favorite song from any music goes to yeah, I freaking love this song. Wicked is a perfectly laid down musical, and its movie adaptation is perfect. So you could pick any of the songs in this movie. What is this feeling? Popular. I'm gonna be popular. But this ending song, what ends the first part of a two-parter chapter, Defying Gravity, is freaking iconic. As Elphaba sings her struggle of finding out the wizard is a fraud, and Galinda trying to convince her to apologize. And honestly, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande act the hell, not just act, but sing the hell out of this song. And yes, it's an 8-minute song, but every word of it is beautifully done. Why can't you understand? You're having delusions of grandeur. I'm through accepting this. And honestly, as the song continues to grow, Elphaba convincing Galinda to come with her to show the world the truth is beautifully done. I hope it brings you bliss. I really hope you get it, and I hope you don't regret it. I hope you're happy till the end. I hope you're happy, my friend. And honestly, Elphaba's moment as she jumps out the window and looking back on her younger self, and her grabbing the broom and finally flying for the first time, is just beautiful cinematography. And considering that Cynthia Erivo actually did some of these stunts herself is perfect. If you watch behind the scenes of her being hanged on by wires as she performs it in front of a green screen, it's just perfect work. As she continues to sing, swing around the wizard's castle with the flying monkeys behind her, and the monkeys smacking straight into the castle. Unlimited. And the evilness of Madame Morrible spreading lies about Elphaba becoming evil to everybody, and turning Galinda to her side, conveys how much I hate this character, and in a good way. The Wicked Witch. And it slows down. I hope you're happy. She is wicked. Kill her. Then, as Elphaba sings the final note, all the lights go down, and then it comes back up, and she sings out the final note as the music swells with her flying and green lightning in the background. Just emanates how powerful Elphaba is going to be, and what the rest of Oz have in store for them, as she flies away with Madame Morrible and Galinda walking away in the opposite direction, Galinda looking behind as Elphaba flies on, and then it cuts to credits, to be continued. What a note to end on. As you can see, I freaking love this song. I would play it multiple times on repeat, and it pumps me up. So yeah, Defying Gravity from Wicked is my number one favorite song from any movie musical. And I wonder what other musicals I see in the future would top this one. It's gonna be hard, but we'll have to see. And that's the end of the video, folks. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment and subscribe, and I hope to get more videos out like this. Later today, I'll be doing the Sonic Unleashed Night Bosses ranked from worst to best. Look out for that video later tonight. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.